They didn't stop respecting you suddenly. You gave them a roadmap. Every time you didn't mean what you said, every time you said it was fine when it wasn't, every time you let it slide because calling it out felt harder than swallowing it, you were teaching them exactly how much your boundaries cost. Turns out, not much. Respect isn't something people take from you in one dramatic moment. It erodes, slowly, like you're wearing down a staircase one compromise at a time. And the thing that makes it so insidious? You're the one walking. Here's what actually happens. Someone crosses a line, small one, forgivable. You don't say anything because, what are you going to do, make it a thing? So you let it go. They notice. Not consciously maybe, but they notice the same way you notice an unlocked door. They push a little further next time. You still don't say anything. Now it's a pattern. Now they've learned that your no doesn't mean no. It means convince me, or wait me out, or I'll get tired of fighting about this. And congratulations, you just taught someone how to disrespect you with your permission. It starts in childhood, but not the way you think. Not because someone didn't love you enough. Because you learned early that keeping the peace was safer than having needs. That being accommodating meant being loved. That if you could just manage everyone else's comfort, you'd earn your place at the table. So you got good at it. Really good. You learned to read the room, predict the mood, adjust yourself in real time to make things easier for everyone else. You became so good at not being a problem that you forgot you were allowed to be a person. And here's the part that nobody tells you. The same skill that kept you safe as a kid is the skill that gets you disrespected as an adult. Because what worked when you were small and powerless doesn't work when you're supposed to be an equal. But you keep using it. You keep shrinking to fit. You keep managing their feelings instead of having your own. And people can feel that. They feel that you'll fold, that your boundaries are decorative, that if they just wait long enough or push hard enough, you'll relent. And they're right. You will. The layers go deeper than you want them to. It's not just that you don't enforce boundaries, it's that you've built an entire identity around not needing them. You tell yourself you're easygoing, flexible, low maintenance. But what you actually are? Terrified. Terrified that if you ask for too much, you'll be too much. That if you're inconvenient, you'll be replaced. So you make yourself convenient. Endlessly, exhaustingly convenient. And the cost? The cost is that people stop checking with you. They stop asking what you want because you've trained them that you don't want anything. They make plans without you, decisions without you. They cancel last minute because they've learned you'll understand. And you will. You always do. Here's the sickest part. You start to need the disrespect. Not want it, need it. Because if people respected you, you'd have to respect yourself. You'd have to admit that you've been complicit, that every time you said, "It's fine," you were lying, that you've been the architect of your own irrelevance. So you stay in it. You stay small. You keep making excuses for people who wouldn't make one for you. You keep waiting for them to notice how much you tolerate, how much you give, how much you let slide. You keep thinking that eventually they'll see it and feel bad and change. They won't. What this looks like in real life? It's your friend who only calls when she needs something and you take the call every time. It's your partner who makes plans and tells you about them after. It's your coworker who dumps work on you because you've never said no, and at this point saying no would be weird, wouldn't it? It's the family member who criticizes you at dinner and you laugh it off because making it awkward would make you the problem. It's you, texting someone back immediately while they leave you on red for 6 hours, showing up on time while they're always late, remembering their birthday while they forget yours. And the whole time you're telling yourself it doesn't bother you. It does. It's just that being bothered feels like proof you're needy. Here's the reframe, and it's not comforting. You can't make people respect you by being more patient, more understanding, more accommodating. That's the move that got you here. Respect doesn't come from how much you tolerate. It comes from how much you don't. It comes from the first time you say no and mean it. The first time someone crosses a line and you don't help them repaint it. The first time you let the discomfort sit in the room instead of rushing to dissolve it. And that first time, it will feel terrible. It will feel selfish and dramatic and like you're overreacting, because you've spent years building a tolerance for disrespect and tolerance for your own needs. Of course it feels wrong. You've made wrong feel like home. The closer is this: they didn't stop respecting you, you stopped requiring it. And the second you realize that, the second you see your own hand in it, that's the most uncomfortable part. Because now you can't blame them anymore. Now it's on you.